Winded Podcast, Brothers Parlay, Week 11. Welcome back after a week off. I was sick last week, so apologize to the loyal listeners for missing last week. As you can see, Barrett is not here tonight, so something's going around. The people are sick. How you boys feeling tonight?
Feeling good. Good. Sorry to hear that you and Barrett have been battling some sickness. Hopefully it doesn't make its way down to Wareham.
Yeah, feeling good. You gotta stay hydrated, take your electrolytes, get your sleep, vitamin C. It's the season.
Yeah, this was no joke. I mean, had me down for a couple days and I'm still lingering, but I'm feeling better. I'm ready to go tonight. Needed a spark, so I got my Athletic Light in my Applebee's cup.
Classy.
Figured, get the party started, get the weekend rolling. We do have Bruins and Patriots going right now, so I'd expect some reactions to that while you're listening to the pod. Hopefully your team wins when you're listening. But did want to go over, did you have something, Nate?
I was curious, how'd you get the Applebee's glass? Was that a purchase or is that a
Ocean State Job Lot.
Wow.
Also have an Uno's glass.
I didn't know they sold those.
Yeah, I think I just got lucky. As you can see, I have this very nice, I don't know if can you see the glass, like the china cabinet behind me?
I can't see it.
No.
Okay. There's like a china cabinet behind me
Okay.
with all nice stuff. And when I bought these, I'm like, I'm going to sneak these into that and see how long it takes for Andrea to notice. And it took like 6 months until it was like Christmas time. And she's getting out like the good plates for Christmas. And she's like, what the hell are these doing in here? And they're still in there. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Where they belong.
Exactly.
Applebee's is lucky that Ocean State has those in stock. What else? Where would they get those glasses?
True. That's probably where Applebee's buys them. They go to the Job Lot. I think they were like $3. Uno's too, yeah. Very convenient too. And in Dedham, the Dedham Uno's is right next to
Ocean State?
Yeah, so that's very convenient.
Show up your own glass.
Well, it's been a couple weeks since we've been on here, and we've had our two best weeks yet. 3 and 4 back-to-back weeks. First week, we all had the ghost leg. Some are calling it a win, some are calling it not a win. I'm calling it kind of a win because we won money, and that's the name of the game. So the full parlay didn't hit, but the name of the game is to make money. So what do you guys feel? You feeling like it's a win? Not a full win, but you feel good about the ghost leg?
I don't consider that to be a win.
Yeah.
I feel like we're lucky that it was Halloween and they were giving out ghost legs, but
Well, I'm not marking it down as like a win. I mean, I guess that's like an overtime loss. We get a point for it.
Yeah,
I don't know that we get a point. I don't think we could give ourselves credit.
All right, just throw it in the L column, I guess.
I
was happy to get some money back from one of our parlays is all I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't count it as a win, but I did feel good to see money go into my account after the parlay ended. So not a win, was nice to see. And then I also feel good that we're going 3 of 4 back-to-back weeks. I mean, we're trending in the right direction for sure.
Yes, that is for sure. And if you keep a track accounting-wise, the payout of the ghost leg has covered the previous 10 weeks. So I think we're about even unit-wise when it comes to that. So
we all are pretty lucky that we got the ghost leg. I don't know. It could have been like a 25%.
Yeah,
it was
true.
like a random selection because I was like talking to some people and they're like, I didn't get a ghost leg that week.
Yeah. Well,
but so yeah, I guess the brother who is not here didn't get the ghost leg on the parlay. So you might be lucky that he's not here to be like, what the hell? I don't know whose pick didn't hit that week, but
that would be me.
Yeah. It's good to get some brothers, and the wins with me.
Yes, sir. Speaking of that, I'll go to our individual records on the year so far. In a 3-way tie for second place, we have myself, Aiden, and Barrett at 3 and 7, hitting at a 30% clip. And then standing alone in first place is Liam, 8 and 2, 80% hit rate. What do you think about that?
I think if you just took my picks, you probably would be breaking even on the season as well. No
Yeah,
mathematician, but
you'd be up 6 units if you only took Liam's picks. I actually ChatGPT said that when I put in the data.
oh, if you only took my picks,
If you only took your picks, you'd be up 6 units.
well, yeah, that's easy math. I was saying
I
if you
know, but
did the
it's
part,
ChatGPT. When I asked for some input on these numbers, that's what ChatGPT told me. They're like,
yeah, eight
just,
eight wins, 2 losses, that
yeah,
checks out. Well, like ChatGPT doesn't know the odds. The odds definitely vary a little bit,
true. But
not
if
too
you're
much,
only
but
if you're only taking your picks, it's a solo pick.
Anyway, I mean, it'd probably work in your favor where it'd be more than 6 units.
correct.
I'd imagine you have a couple that are much higher than plus 100.
Right.
Yeah, so just some other info. I'm just running through our picks from the previous 10 weeks. We're past the halfway point of the season, so I figured it'd be a good time to go over some of this stuff. Luckily, Aiden has been keeping very good records. I made it very easy for me. Last year was difficult having to go back and look at every single Instagram picture that I made last year to accumulate the data. So
You
thank you
didn't
for.
you didn't learn from that last year and start just
I
tracking them?
started a spreadsheet and I put week 1 in it, and then I completely neglected it after that. So I'm glad Aiden stepped up in that regard. But just some player notes. These are players that we have taken more than once so far this season. DK Metcalf, Liam took him week 2 and hit. Aiden took him in week 9 and missed. That was the ghost leg week. Jake Ferguson, I took in week 2 and missed. Liam took in week 6 and hit. Devontae Adams, I took in week 4. Barrett took in week 9 and missed. So I guess that wasn't the ghost leg week.
No, DK was the ghost leg week.
That's right. And then Tyler Warren, Liam hit week 5. Aiden missed in week 8. And then the only other player that's been picked more than once was Justin Jefferson, picked by me twice, missed both times. So I think he's due. It's killing me to not take him this week, but I don't think I'm gonna. Little tease before we get into that segment. But yeah, what do you guys think about our repeat hits? And are there any guys on that list that you think you'll go back to the well on?
Liam?
Yeah, so, last year, I didn't pick the same player twice, and I am not sure that I want to do I kinda wanna do that again, not pick I'm trying to not pick someone twice. I didn't intentionally do it last year, and it just kinda worked out that way, but right now, I'm kinda trying to avoid people that I picked previously, but no shame in obviously picking someone multiple times.
Yeah, I have no
Unless you're
problem
me.
picking the same person multiple times, but that does make me feel better about. I was thinking Trey McBride this week, and based on those numbers, when Liam hits on it and then I take it after him, it seems to not hit. So I'm glad that I'm not going to be going with Trey McBride this week because it hit for Liam last week, which means this week he's probably not going to score. So I do like having that information at my hands right now.
That makes sense. That math checks out. Yeah, I think that's really all I have on kind of information from that. But yeah, Liam is tearing it up, and if you take one thing from this podcast, just follow Liam's bets. Stay hot. I did want to mention, as the Cowboys guy on this podcast, I did want to quickly mention the Marshawn Nealon tragedy. Truly awful, awful story. Don't want to, we don't have to go too much into it. Did want to just kind of pay respects for Marshawn Nealon. Obviously had the greatest moment of his life on Monday night, and then just a couple days later takes his own life. And it's just putting it into perspective of, you don't know how far somebody is gone, and they could be appearing on the outside as everything's okay. And they're battling so much. So just a reminder, obviously, check on your people. If you need help, reach out to people. There's plenty of, resources if you don't feel comfortable talking to a friend or family. But yeah, I really just, as somebody who struggled with mental health myself and a Cowboys fan, it really, really hit me hard to see that. I'm looking forward to Monday night to see the Cowboys take the field again. Obviously, I'm sure it'll be very emotional. And, I just think of Dak Prescott. He lost his brother to suicide. So it's just going to be a really emotional night on Monday night. But I am looking forward to seeing them get out there and play football, because that's what they kind of need to do. But yeah, I don't know if you guys had any thoughts. I did want to say, if you or anybody is struggling, text or call 988. It's a free 24/7 service that helps people that are in need. Or if you want to do something online, it's 98.
Yeah, just a terrible, terrible tragedy. Hate to hear it, and definitely looking forward to the Cowboys getting back out there and trying to get a win for them.
Yeah, we'll move on. But I just had to get that out there. Just, like I said, I've struggled with my own mental health, and the help that I've got, um, you know, truly has changed my life. And it has got me on a right path. And I learned to take care of myself and the people around me. So yeah, I just can't be more of an advocate for getting help if you need it or if someone needs it.
Yeah, did you actually see Matt Collins walking into the Gillette this evening?
I did not.
What he was wearing? He was wearing a white T-shirt with, I believe, what'd you say it was? It was 988.
Yeah,
He had a white T-shirt with that on it, and I think on the back it said "It's okay to not be okay." So I think everyone's kind of around the league is kind of pushing that same memo out.
that's great to see. Great to hear. But yeah, let's move on. Sorry to kind of bring it down at the beginning, but I really wanted to get that out there. But we're moving into our week 11 picks for the parlay. Barrett is not here tonight. I will give his pick for him. And for the first time in Brothers Parlay history, we will have a Sunday night football pick. So could be pretty exciting. You'll have to follow all day, and hopefully Barrett's pick means something, and we're all staying up late watching for a win. But he is going with Jalen Hurts, quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me pull up the odds real quick. Jalen Hurts is plus 115 in that game against the Lions, so it's going to be a good game. You're watching either way, but hopefully it means something.
Yeah, that should be a shootout, and I don't think he's gotten in the end zone the last couple of weeks, so he's due for a dumb tush push touchdown for sure.
Yeah,
Get those in before they ban it.
that Monday night game was a stinker.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't watch. I was kind of following along, and I was like, what is anything even happening in the game?
No, the best thing that happened was the halftime tie.
Yeah.
0-0.
Yeah, it was funny. Joe Buck was like, "This has been an electric 0-0 game," and I was like, I don't think so at all. This game's been awful.
It's just trying to keep
Turnovers.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, his ESPN producers are in his ear being like, "They're switching. Keep them on. Keep them on."
All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll take the ball, Aiden. Well, okay. I'll
I thought
take
you
the
said
ball.
I'll take the ball.
I got it. Yeah. So I'm going to 4:00 game, divisional game. My player's on the road, but I think he's going to go into Mile High and get a touchdown since he's come back from suspension. They've been feeding him the ball. I'm going Rashee Rice plus 125 anytime touchdown. Just feel like they've been trying to get him in the end zone, and he's been doing it. So why would they stop?
Yeah, I
Rashee
mean,
Rice.
I think that Andy Reid has him on his fantasy team because since he's been back, anytime the ball's in the red zone, he's getting handoffs. They're throwing just like swing passes out to him. They really want him in the end zone. So I think, what'd you say, plus 125?
Yeah.
Those odds,
125.
I'm shocked they're not even lower because every time he's in there in the red zone, they're feeding him the ball for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I did it, the plus 125. I'm looking at the board. I'm trying to find, where the weak spots are. And I feel like, there's Vegas giving us money. DraftKings.
So I'll go next. Mine is actually similar situation, except it's 1:00 divisional game on the road. I'm going with Woody Marks of the Houston Texans against the Tennessee Titans. He's plus 110 right now. I know D'Amico Ryans earlier this week said that Woody's done a great job and they need to give him the ball more. I hear that. I instantly think that they're going to give him the ball more. And so my pick is Woody Marks to score this week.
Love it. Love it. And the Titans are terrible and can't stop anybody. So that's always a bonus.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of like the time of year when like rookie running backs like kind of just start taking over. And like, especially I feel like the Texans are not like in a great spot either. So I feel like, might as well just start giving them the ball. So I like the pick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are they doing giving the ball to Nick Chubb at this point? It's like they know what they have there. So
Yeah.
Might as well give it to their young guy.
All right. My pick, last pick. I haven't earned this right at all, but I'm doing it anyways. Taking the longest odds in the parlay at plus 155. But I don't agree with the number. I think it should be closer to 100. So that's why I'm taking it. Emeka Ibuka, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, breakout rookie wide receiver. The Bucs obviously lost to the Pats last weekend. Big game against the Bills. They really need it. And, Evans out for the year. Godwin, his whole injury status is up in the air. So I really like Emeka Ibuka to get in the end zone on Sunday against the Bills.
Real G's moving silence like Ibuka.
Yep.
I saw that. That's good stuff.
That's my guy. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Still got a shot for it.
Is he the favorite still, or
I don't know
or
if
is Jackson Dart closing the
he's
gap?
probably closing the gap, but let me see if they have the odds. But I do like the pick for sure. Offensive Rookie of the Year. He is minus 175. So yeah, he's still the favorite. Jackson Dart is plus 175. Trevion Henderson might be sliding up that board because he just got his second touchdown of the night.
Did he score? I'm a little bit behind, I guess.
Yeah, I'm behind.
Oh, good.
All right, to sum up, I'm taking Emeka Ibuka plus 155. Barrett is taking Jalen Hurts plus 115. Liam's taking Rashee Rice plus 125. And Aiden is taking Woody Marks plus 110. So we got a couple rookies. We got, 2 running backs, a quarterback, wide receiver. So good balance there. Jalen Hurts is due. I feel like, Aiden, you were saying he hasn't scored in a little bit.
I don't think so, yeah.
And they've just been feeding Rashee Rice. So I think I really like this one. It all adds up to 24.90, which is a number we like. Get those boosts in, get that up closer to 3. You get a nice little payday right there. Yes. We've been talking about people that are due. I think that we are due. But yeah, any other thoughts on that, or any other interesting picks you have, or kind of guys you were thinking about going with that you didn't, but you still like?
I don't have any other picks. I mean, I guess they're like any interesting picks. I guess I like Zach Charbonnet. I also like Aaron Jones. Matt, man, I like those guys.
I like Rashid Shaheed plus 275. I don't know why that one just kind of jumped out at me. And then I know that he's been battling injury in practice today. I think he's going to play. But I mean, seeing Lamar at plus 310, I locked that in because I just like that number. And I feel like if he plays, he's not going to play like limited. He's going to still be Lamar, So I like Lamar plus 310. And then in the Spain game, Commanders, Dolphins. Dolphins are actually favored. I like the Commanders there, plus 125. So I don't believe in the Dolphins at all, even though they beat the Bills.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Lamar did me dirty, I think week 2 or 3. So I'm out on him, but best
No
of luck.
repeat picks.
Yeah, the other guys that I like, I mentioned Trey McBride, but since Liam picked him, he's probably not going to score. I liked Quinshawn Judkins a lot against Baltimore. And then, as Liam mentioned, this is the time of year where those rookie running backs kind of take over an offense, and I think Judkins is definitely set up to do that. And then I also like JSN, who's just been maybe the best player in football this year, and Ladd McConkey, who has come on as the clear wide receiver one. I know there was people were like, oh, Quentin Johnston and Keenan Allen, and because Ladd had a slow start, but he's clearly been the wide receiver one the last couple of weeks, and he's scoring a lot. So I liked Ladd McConkey as well.
Those are some good picks. I like it. All right, so just an update on what we're watching. It's took a 14-7 lead with Trevion Henderson scoring his second touchdown of the game, and the Bruins are trailing 3-1 at the beginning of the third. So not too thrilled there, but they still get plenty of time. But speaking of the Patriots and the game they're playing right now, they are wearing the Nor'easter jerseys. I forget what the name the NFL was calling the series of jerseys. Was it the Rivals or?
Yeah, it is the Rivals. Yep.
Rivals. Okay. So when I heard they were wearing those tonight, got me thinking about just jerseys in general and, different types of jerseys in all sports. So I figured We could talk about some of our favorites. We can even open it up to ones you just don't like. Yeah, anybody have a strong pick of what their favorite jersey in any sport is?
Not super passionate about this, but one of my favorite, I guess, all-time jerseys would be like the original Mighty Ducks jersey. Just like a white Paul Kariya jersey is just, it's clean. I like love that jersey. Like, I don't know. So when you said this, I like just Googled like, best jerseys, obviously, to get like a good idea, and that one just jumped out.
Mm-hmm.
And I love a hockey jersey. I think they're the best of all jerseys, and just love that color and just nostalgic.
No, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I think when I think of best jerseys, I think all of my top 5 picks are hockey jerseys. I mean, any Blackhawks jersey is an unbelievable jersey. I think all the throwback jerseys, the Whalers, those ones were always clean. The Nordiques, I mean, really just any of the throwback NHL jerseys. I feel like they all nailed them at the time, and then I don't know why any organization went away from them, but it is nice to see that they're kind of bringing them back now. But I think the NHL jerseys definitely are my favorite.
Yeah, you mentioned the Blackhawks. I think that the red Blackhawks jersey is just the best jersey in sports ever. That's my 1-1. Some other jerseys I thought of, the old Phoenix Coyotes. Love that logo. Shout out to the best jerseys in college hockey. Maine Black Bears, that color scheme, that font, it just works. And
Just a
then,
Paul Kariya UMaine hockey jersey.
yeah, just Paul Kariya is just, yeah. Any Paul Kariya jersey is the best jersey of all time.
Yep.
And then kind of getting out of hockey, I love the Chicago Cubs. I love the color, love the pinstripes. And then it kind of got me thinking, I'm going Blackhawks and Cubs. I was trying to think of another city that has like good jerseys across, because I think I even like the Bears jerseys. So I would say that Chicago as a whole has the best set of jerseys as a
Well,
city.
yeah. Well, so I didn't even like realize this until we were like talking, but I had 2 jerseys that I had in my mind, and they're both Anaheim. The old Angels logo with like the A that has the wings on
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
they had some sick jerseys, and they also had like the powder blue.
Yep.
Like I didn't make the connection of both of them being Anaheim until like 5 seconds ago. They might be Anaheim, but
Yeah.
they changed their jerseys,
Yeah,
and now
now
they
both of
stink.
their current jerseys stink.
But they had it.
Yeah, and Anaheim, they used to have like they wore the vest, right? Were they one
They
of
were just sick, yeah.
the
They had,
best
like, any
pinstripes? Like
jersey. Yeah.
Yeah.
the same vibe with the old Diamondbacks jerseys. Those
Diamondbacks.
were sick. Even
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big NBA jersey guy, but some of those vintage jerseys are sweet. I mean, the Suns always had good jerseys. The Bulls, those are just classics.
That's a
So I mean,
classic.
Chicago definitely. I wouldn't even think of like the Bears before the Bulls for
That's true.
Chicago jerseys, but yeah, Chicago. I do like that Pittsburgh, all their major sports teams have the same color scheme. I think that's kind of a cool wrinkle that they have. I mean, obviously the Pirates jerseys, the font on those in the black and gold is clean. But yeah, I mean, Chicago as a city might have. I've never really thought about it. The best jerseys across the board.
Boston has good jerseys, but I don't like. I think the older Patriots jerseys are obviously better. I mean, the Bruins right now, I think, have the best look in the city right now. Obviously, Red Sox a classic, clean. Celtics kind of same thing, except for when they wear those ridiculous whatever the NBA is doing jerseys. But yeah, Boston as a whole has good jerseys as well.
The Dodgers and Lakers and
Yeah, those are just
Kings. Kings have
iconic,
cool
I guess.
jerseys.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something about
Now the Kings brought back the black and silver
the crown.
look, the like classic like Gretzky kind of look. Pasta, give him the C.
Did he get another
You're
one
gonna
Yeah,
or not
no,
another one?
didn't. Well, did he? Or is it this one that just gets overturned for offsides?
did it get overturned?
I'm
There was
seeing
a goal given back for an offsides.
I'm seeing 3-2 right now on the NHL app.
Yeah,
How much time? Okay, so then he scored again. He had a goal called back for offsides.
really.
At like 17 minutes, yeah.
Inevitable.
Yeah, this one stands.
Love it.
Oh yeah. It's good. 4 more.
What did you take? The over?
No, I took
Oh, you
them
just
to
want
win
him
by
to get 4
2.
more. I was to say,
Well,
what was the over?
I took them to win by 2.
I took the over 5.5. So one more goal by the Bees would be beautiful.
Over 5, and was that live?
No, it was minus 120. So that was just the line.
I had a couple other things on the list, unless we have any other uniform talk. We haven't done a big Bad Brothers in a couple weeks, and they have just been insanely hot. So I wanted to get in some Bruins talk here. Obviously, they're trailing 3-2 right now. Plenty of time left in the third, though, to get this tied up and take the lead. But both the Patriots and Bruins going for 8 straight wins, which is crazy. But we're going to talk about the Bruins right now. Thoughts, any way you want to take this? I mean, they've just been buying in, and they've even used that phrase, but it's what they weren't doing in the beginning was they weren't buying into what Marco had to say. And it seems like they have changed kind of overnight. You saw that speech that was on Behind the Bee of Marco just absolutely laying into them, and they haven't lost since then. It's just great to see.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like on the last pod where we were Big Bad Brothers, I was saying I didn't want to overreact to the whatever losing streak that they were on. I can't remember how bad it was at that point, but it just felt too early. And yeah, now we haven't talked Bruins since. They've just they're bought in. They're getting scoring from more than just one guy, and the goaltending's been solid.
Like Mark Kastelik right now.
Are you like, okay, that's sick.
3-3.
3-3. 3-3. Let's go.
Love it. Now they just need 2 more.
Yeah.
Winded bump.
Yeah.
So no, that's just incredible. You love to see these guys work hard and scoring goals. Tanner Genoa the fight earlier too. So they got guys aren't afraid to scrap.
Yeah, I was going to mention that they're getting that secondary scoring, which is huge. I mean, the game on Tuesday was Alex Steves with a goal. I mean, granted, it was on Stolarz, who I don't think he could stop a beach ball at this point, but the secondary scoring is good. And then Geeky and Pasta are they might be the best 2 goal scorers in the league right now. I mean, it seems like every time you look up, they're one of them scoring, and then it's assisted from the other. It's just you don't think those 2 names, but I'm sure they're right at the top of the league for the top duo as far as goals scored.
Well, and one of the things that is pretty great about it too is it's not like they're 100% healthy. Like they've got injuries too, and they're like just have guys stepping up and filling in slots in lineups where they normally wouldn't be, and just playing great. So it's just exciting time to be a Boston sports fan.
Yeah, I think the number they're like 8-1 or 7-1 with Hampus in the lineup. So I mean, good on Hampus. Just stay healthy, brother, and win a cup. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, 81-1. Yeah, you kind of mentioned the Tanner Jeannot scrapping earlier, saying they're not afraid to scrap. Seeing in the Toronto game the other night, just anytime there was any sort of, anybody getting roughed up, they were just right on them. It was nothing, they have each other's backs, they're playing for each other. And it's just great to see. I think Zadorov is playing great. And I think he's helping McAvoy do more of what he does best, not having to worry so much about the physical aspect. Zadorov is taking that off his plate and letting McAvoy do what McAvoy does. I think his game has improved. But yeah, it's crazy that we're not even at Thanksgiving and this team has had a 6-game losing streak and a 7-game winning streak. And that's half of the games that they've played. It's crazy, but really enjoying just seeing just the fight. Even when they were losing, they were fighting through, they were just right in those games. And it's good to see them, get the results, getting the secondary scoring and being in these games more and winning them.
Yeah. In the game on Tuesday against Toronto, I think it was Hampus got cheap shotted along the boards, and then Kuznetsov just jumped right in. Like he's not a fighter, but these guys are going to step in and defend each other when it's needed, no matter what your role is on the team, which you love to see that. And that makes me think, so I know there was a lot of heat online about the whole team coming out for Pasta scoring the 400th goal. Where do you guys stand on that?
I'm okay
I'm
with it.
fine with it. Yeah, I mean,
I think it just shows how much these guys like care and like love to see each other doing well and support each other. Because like a team that doesn't, if they're not all gelling and clicking together, they're not gonna. Okay, cool. You scored 400 goals.
yeah,
No,
if there's no rule against it, do it on every goal. I don't care. You don't get a penalty.
yeah.
Just like, yeah, like this is sick, guys. Like, we did it.
I was kind of shocked when I saw them all coming out. I was like, oh shit. Because I mean, I was there and wasn't thinking, oh, he's on 399 right now. So when they all came out, I was like, oh shit, what's going on? And then I was like, oh, 400. But yeah, I mean, definitely not common for teams to do that on 400. But
I get the take of like, say, like shitting on it or whatever, but I'm okay with it. Like, I think I agree with Liam. I think it shows how much they care about Pasternak, how much they wanted to enjoy that moment. And I just thought just now, I mean, 1980 Miracle on Ice, Aruzioni scored the goal. It was in the game. It ended up being the game winner, but it wasn't at the time. The friggin' backup goalie was out there on the ice, celebrating. So they still had 11 minutes left in the game. So not unprecedented for the full team to celebrate a big goal. So I'm all for it.
Well, so every goal.
Instead of doing the down the
that'd be awesome.
Well, so how many active NHL players do you think have 400 or more goals?
I guess like 6 or 7.
Okay. Yeah, there's more than that. There's 12, but
Okay.
that's not a lot of people in my opinion.
No.
For how many people there are in the league. So
well, and it's probably even less with Bruins, right?
There, no Vancouver Canuck has ever had 400 goals.
Yeah,
If
so it's
I believe him. Did no Sedin scored 400? Pussies.
I guess like Kessler, but or like wasn't. I would guess that they don't all come out. Maybe no. I don't think either of them did it.
I did have one other thing that I did want to talk about, just a kind of quick update on my gambling rant a couple weeks ago about how it's going to start affecting what we're allowed to bet on. And I don't know if you heard today, the NFL sent out a memo to the team saying that they're working with state representatives on banning and prohibiting certain player prop bets. The wheels are turning on that. It's happening. It seems like they're starting with stuff that individual players can affect. So, and stuff that can be kind of predetermined before the fact, like what the first play of the game is going to be, if it's going to be a rush or a pass, like stuff like stupid stuff that people don't really bet on anyways. First pass incomplete or complete. I think they're going to ban that. Like, it's not the stuff that we would typically bet on, but the fact that they're already looking into it and already gaining traction on getting stuff taken off the sports books, don't like.
Yeah, I mean, those bets, I don't think I've ever placed a bet for one of those, but I did also see that the MLB is putting a cap on those pitches bets that like all those two pitchers got caught doing. So, I mean, I think still if you're betting $200 on the next pitch to be a ball or a strike that should be plenty. But yeah, I mean, it won't affect me, but I get what your point of. It's kind of just the tip of the iceberg of
those videos of those pitchers and what they were doing is insane.
Well, when he tries to throw a ball and the guy swings and he just screams "fuck," it's like, dude, shit. Did you see that one, Seamus?
Yeah.
Yeah, he threw. It was like a first pitch of the inning bet, and it was like a clear ball in the dirt, and the guy swung and he screams "fuck," the pitcher. It's like
they're probably both betting on that. They're probably each.
I mean, if the parlay doesn't cash this week, maybe we just do like I'll take like the Panthers game, first pass incomplete. Seamus can do the Patriots. Like we'll just try a different parlay that way.
I like it.
First play of the game bets, that parlay instead.
We just each pick a game, run or pass. Yeah.
A pick I'm circling back to other picks I like. I do like Packers defense to score as Jameis Winston is playing, which means he is 100% throwing a pick six. Packers defense That's probably like plus 200. But Packers defense to score against the Giants is pretty much free.
I like it. I took the Patriots defense to score tonight. Haven't yet.
Almost halftime.
Green Bay D to score is plus 450.
Hammer it.
Giants D is 475. Because Jordan Love sucks too.
I feel like the defenses are always just in that. It's probably more so for the punts. Although I guess there's not really that many punt returns for touchdowns.
Gunnar Olszewski plus 550.
On the Giants. He scored, I think, a couple weeks.
And I obviously absolutely love the Cowboys on Monday night against the Raiders. Minus 3.5. Hammer that. They're going to be jacked up, emotional. They're on the road, but there'll be just as many Cowboys fans in that stadium.
There'll be more Cowboys fans.
But yeah, they'll be ready to go, and then the first game back in Dallas will be interesting to see.
Yeah, I think every game for the Cowboys is interesting. Week by week, it's like they could look the best team on Monday, and then the next week it's the opposites.
I really was surprised at how bad the offense was on the Monday night game against the Cardinals. I know that's back, 2 weeks ago. Crazy that they were just awful, and the two best guys fumbling doesn't help. And then we're still in it at the end. Jacoby Brissett, yes, he is. And the Boston Bruins have lost. Their winning streak ends at 7. So both the Bruins and Montreal will be going into Saturday night off of losses. Very exciting to see that game on Saturday night. It's always good when the Bruins play the Canadiens, especially when both teams are playing well. The stakes are a little higher, and I feel like Montreal's just been down for a couple of years. Besides that, fluke COVID run to the cup that they had, which was just the most absurd thing. But yeah, any other thoughts before we wrap it up?
I don't think so. Good to be back.
It is good to be back. Let's pull up I already bet it, so I don't have it's not on a bet slip right now. Let's see but odds are me taking Emeka Ibuka plus 155, Barrett get well soon, taking Jalen Hurts plus 115. Who took Rashee Rice? Liam took Rashee Rice plus 120. So if you're only going to bet one of these, bet Rashee Rice. And then Aiden taking Woody Marks plus 110, which is a total of $24.90. I got the 20% boost, so that's up to $29.89, and I'll be monitoring that over the weekend and probably bet it again. Yeah. All right. Well, that is all we have tonight. Again, well wishes to Barrett. Hopefully he feels better soon. Hopefully next week when we're talking, we are talking about a victory. Shout out to Jeremy and Roxbury, who will be ineligible to place the bet this week. Unless he's, pulling some shady maneuvers. But
maybe
enjoy your
book there.
Yeah. Enjoy your time in Aruba, Jeremy. I know you'll be listening to this, so shout out to Jeremy. But yeah, that's all I got tonight. Aiden, what do we say?
Breathe easy.